know we got that one. Yes. I got a feeling everything's gonna be. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
I'll end by saying this. When they expelled us, they had no idea that this was going to happen. They just thought that they would go about as they do and as they always do, that they would abuse their power and there would be no resistance, that they would do something unconstitutional and we would just have to wait to seek accountability. When we say to that there comes a time where time itself is ready for a change, and that time has come to Nashville. That time has come to Tennessee. Speaker Cameron Sexton, you can either move on over or we'll move on over you, because we're moving on. And so, friends, Nashville and Tennessee, we hope you join us in the People's House, because no matter what happens here today, we have a speaker who may not respect the results. So we need people to show up in the chamber and let him know that we will not allow him to stand in the doorways of the legislature like governors of the past and politicians of the past still sit in the doorways of schools challenging desegregation. We won't let him stand in the doorways of democracy anymore. And that he tried to crucify democracy, but hey, happy Easter Monday, because we are resurrecting a movement across this state. Forward together and not one step back. Forward together. Whose house? Whose house? Whose house?
The Republican-led supermajority of the Tennessee General Assembly sought to have a political lynching of 3 of its members because we spoke out of turn against the status quo of the government after the tragic deaths of 6 people in the shooting at the Covenant School in Nashville. Evelyn Dickhouse, William Kinney, and Haley Scruggs were 9 years old. Cynthia Peake, Mike Hill, and Catherine Kuntz worked at the school. The shooter, Audrey Hale, was gunned down by police that day as well. Because we walked to the well of the House out of turn, resolutions were unjustly and undemocratically filed against us on these trumped-up charges. Because we spoke out against the empire, against those in positions of power without God power or people power, because we spoke out against the empire of the NRA and the gun lobbyists because we demanded an end to gun violence and an end to the proliferation of weapons on our streets and an end to the funerals we attend day after day and week after week and month after month and year after year. Because we did that, the Republican-led General Assembly, with the support of folks even in this district like Mark White from our own community, thought it better to get rid of our Democratic representation in District 86 than to actually solve the problem. This has been a holy week. This has been a sacred week. The lesson from it is that resurrection is a promised prophecy to a persecuted people. 55 years ago this week, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed by gun violence. And I tell you what, his words from what he spoke just days before he was assassinated are still true. The movement lives or dies in Memphis. 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 The movement for justice lives or dies in Memphis. The movement for democracy lives or dies in Memphis. The movement to end gun violence lives or dies in Memphis. We've seen those who want to kill the movement in the Republican-led supermajority. We've witnessed one of the most historic, unprecedented, unjustifiable abuses of power by a state government against black folks and a woman. Just because we decided to own our birthright to speak up against injustice, to speak up and fight for people, including people who are no longer here. People like my own classmate, Larry Thorne, killed by gun violence earlier this year. Those people who can speak no more because we decided to elevate the voices and the hearts and the spirits of those folk. The supermajority Republican legislature decided that it was time for us to go because it was, in our opinion, time to listen. Time to listen to the demands of thousands of children and youth and teenagers asking for leaders in positions of power to do something. To pass laws that actually prevent gun violence. To pass laws that actually support communities. To pass laws that actually support youth. Ensuring to make our community safer everywhere.
I'll end by saying this. When they expelled us, they had no idea that this was going to happen. They just thought that they would go about as they do and as they always do. That they would abuse their power and there would be no resistance. That they would do something unconstitutional and we would just have to wait to seek accountability. When we say to that there comes a time where time itself is ready for a change, and that time has come to Nashville. That time has come.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back. It's late night. What time is it? Almost 10 o'clock. Y'all know I haven't been on this late in a minute. Woo. My doggone left eye been giving me problems, but you know what? I think, I can barely see as it is. Who we have in here? It's late night social justice, political social justice, courtesy of Flint, Michigan. And this local city councilman, Mr. Mays, comedian L. Hendricks once says that he told me, he was like, "Yo, brother Mario looked like him." And he was right. He was right. Okay. Thank you, Kizzy. I had it flowing, girl. I had it flowing. Ooh, child. Yeah, I tell you, my eyes, my left eye is a little messed up right now. Here's MJ 2017. Let me put my glasses on so I can see better. Hello, Simply Red. Welcome back, everybody. Okay. What we're about to do, we're going to listen to a local city council meeting. These city council meetings can become very, very enthralled, shall I say. Hey, Miss Alice, welcome back. Miss Alice is in the building. Blessed child of God. Thank you for all the support, everybody. Simply, thank you. You too as well. Okay. Everybody was just speaking, so I'm not going to go all through the hello and the hello and the hello. Ranting with Big 50. Okay. Hello, PP and Chet from Las Vegas. Las Vegas in the house. Take me to the casino. Okay. I think I know somebody in Vegas. I used to know somebody in Vegas. Child, you are preaching. Oh, yeah, he was preaching. You know what? That church, it had the name of the church on that video. Memphis is right up the street from me. It was the first Unitarian church. I'm going to go to his dad is the preacher, the pastor. I'm going to visit that church. I'm going to see what time their services are. And I'm going to go. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm going to go. I would love to hear. I wish I could hear him speak there. I sure do. Hey, M. Hardeman. Yeah, she said, "Child, you're preaching." Okay. So what we're gonna do though, we're gonna get ready to get into a little political stuff, but it was politics. It was a local political meeting gone wrong, honey. And this just popped up in my feed. I have to catch the replay, getting ready to go to bed. Good night, y'all. Okay, good night. Thank you for even just stopping by, honey. You know, some folks be out all times of the night. Okay. So where is it at? Let me try to find the picture. What did I do with it? Right here. He does favor my brother Mario. You know, Henny told me that. This is the local Flint city councilman, child, Mr. Hayes, and he ain't no joke. He ain't no joke. Now, Flint, Michigan, let me say this. This is being done under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, where allowances were made, for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, political teaching, scholarship, and research. And we're about to learn about a little local politics over here. All politics is local. If I can get my words out. So, honey, we're going to start right here. Brace yourself is all I can say. Brace yourself, honey.
Enough of his abuse, with him screaming at me during public meetings, "You nasty old white woman." That is not acceptable.
Why is she talking? Can you warn her and get her the hell out of here? We sat and listened to her ignorant stuff, and then when we talk,
here we go.
We got to deal with that.
Proceed, Councilman.
Ain't it crazy? It's getting to be a little much.
Proceed.
He's violating the Disorderly Persons Act.
Hold on. Let me hear a point of order. What's your point of order?
This is two council people because he does not have the floor. And he just keeps talking no matter what you say or anybody else says.
You directed me to show you something.
Roger, Councilman.
Mr. Winfrey,
you got the floor.
That's an abuse of a point of
information. You got the floor.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes, you do.
You have the floor.
Thank you very much.
What a fool.
I would like to say
Councilman,
that it's quite clear that Mr. Hayes
Point of
doesn't
order,
want anyone
Mr. President.
talking about this.
Point of order.
what's your point?
Mr. President, now he called Miss. I want to know.
Mr. Mays is being very disrespectful.
That is Mr. Eric Mays, Flint. Thank you, Kizzy. You know, Henny told me, he said, your brother Mario remind me of one of our local politicians here. He does look my brother. Look at this, mate. He looks like my brother Mario. Yes, does my brother Mario look like him? This man right here, he really does. This man is something. Y'all are in for a doozy. Let me just continue, honey. Let me get back to the video because, baby, it's funny to me. Okay. Flint got it going on. Can they get the water right? Okay.
He's engaging in personal attacks. He needs to be ruled out of order. He's done it multiple times during this meeting, and he needs to be removed from the meeting.
Mr. Mays, would you not mock?
Mr.
Point of order, Mr. President.
Truth. I wouldn't care if Miss Galloway leaves because I'm talking about her colleagues. I don't care if Miss.
Shame on you, Mr. Winfrey. He needs to be taken out of this meeting.
Mr.
Point of order.
Winfrey.
All right.
Let's
What's
vote.
your point?
They gone. Let's vote.
Never mind. He's done.
Okay.
Shame on you, ma'am. Got the floor.
You are so obnoxious. That's what you are. You've been talking the whole
That's what I'm
meeting
gonna call
to
you
Ms.
in about
Winfrey.
2 seconds.
The whole
You making
time.
attacks
I
on
don't
me.
care.
I don't think I'm
I
obnoxious.
don't care. You.
I think if we want to get into
This is
calling
your
names, I'm going to tell you what I think about you. Are you ready? So if you didn't open the floor for name calling,
Okay, you've been doing
okay,
it
well,
for
then let me.
You know, you guys are doing yourself a disservice if you don't go to your local city council meeting. You see how they acted? They acting a plumb nutcase in these city meetings that we don't attend. Look at these people. They don't know what to do. Eric Mays and this woman, they done lost. Woo, child.
Be quiet, so I
For 4 years.
keep calling.
Just be great, man. I want you to be great.
Let me be great obnoxiously. Let me be great obnoxiously. I'm going to circle back on these personal attacks. Miss Galloway, you going to catch holy heck trying to attack me politically in a public arena. People looking, I guarantee you, after I finish this business and in the middle of it, I will circle back on your personal attacks, Miss Galloway. See, my daddy was Pastor May. And sometimes the pastors in the Baptist church.
Point of order, that's irrelevant what his father did for a living.
I think it's irrelevant you asking for this man's criminal background.
Oh my goodness, child. She say, I think it's irrelevant that he talking about his daddy. He said it's irrelevant that you asked about this man's background. Oh, they was clowning at this meeting, y'all. Eric Mays, Flint, Michigan. You know anybody from Flint?
I want is you guys to check.
Let her go. Let her do her thing. I can keep up with him.
Councilman Mays.
Well, then rule out order and tell me to proceed, and I'll chill out.
Proceed, Councilman.
Well, then check her. The council person that called me said I'm the most racist person she ever met. So when you call me racist, the most racist, I ain't never hung nobody, ain't never sick no dog on nobody, ain't never sprayed nobody. I'm seeing a pattern toward black men. And I'm getting a Thai reputation and my daddy's reputation. Pastor May, Shiloh. We ain't no joke to play with around here, Miss Galloway. I don't care where you come from, California, this, that, the other, but it ain't gonna happen to me. Maurice, I don't think it's gonna happen to you.
In other words, he say he ain't going. He say he ain't going, bring it. He ready. He ready.
I'm from this community, and you not finna come here and
Point of order, Mr. Mays is way off.
No, she was way off when she went obnoxious, and you jive right with her. Miss, call me a racist. Thank you for the flow. And then in this discussion, Ms. Worthy, it's becoming clear. You want me tested for drugs, I'll give you a test. Now guess what? What you looking for? You say cool, what you looking for? Crack, heroin, cocaine? You know, weed is legal in the city of Flint on private property. So what you looking for? You think
Mr.
I'm a
Means,
crackhead?
could you
No,
wrap up
I
so we
can't,
can
because
vote
you
on
didn't
this
check her
and
when
move
she
on?
brought it up. You doing it again. I'm arguing an appeal. She gonna vote because she think I'm a drug addict.
77 million. Yeah, we couldn't have. And that's the reason what I'm saying.
Well, I'm glad Mr. Mays got his question answered on my time, but that's okay.
Well, I'm
I'll
answering
take that- I'll take
questions
that
on
as an
Mr.
answer.
Field.
I truly do appreciate the super sticker. Who sent me that? Thank you, Patricia Gates, honey. We are late night. We doing some down south. Well, not down south. We doing some dirty local politics right now. Eric Mays ain't going. He ain't going. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Now, honey, let's get back to the late night local politics, okay? Thank you, Flint, Michigan, for this wonderful, wonderful video, audio, okay? Eric Mays is a hot mess. Yes, he is. Let's get back to it.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay, look, we start taking shots rather than taking care of business. I'm all up for that today. I'm up for it. I don't care nothing about no cameras, people in the room. If you want to start showing out with this chairman and this committee, I'm going to show out with you.
Great.
Point of information.
Mr. Mays.
Are you afraid I'm used to white folks clutching their purse when we get in the elevator.
We're not going to go there.
I done went there.
We're not going to go there.
This council used to be made up of more whites and 2-3 blacks. Now I see the white folks sticking together and acting a fool and calling black folks names.
It's not a one-time incident. It's over and over and over again. We are screamed at. We are berated. We are called nasty white women. In fact, he called Kate one again as she left. And it was just a matter of time. We need leadership and council that will not tolerate this kind of behavior.
You ain't gonna never under my watch call me names, hold press conference, Miss Worthy, and then run for cover when I call you white, nasty, ignorant, rude. It ain't gonna happen. Not under my watch. Not in my...
Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you think local city councilman Eric Hayes is going too far. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's just local politics going at each other. Put a 1 if you think he went just a tad bit too far. You know, the mouth is a powerful thing. It's a power, and when you're mad, ain't no telling what you might say. Put a 1 in the chat. What did I say? If you think that he was just, what did I say? I said put a 2 if you think he went too far, right? Okay. Child. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, A. Daniel say he went too far. Letha and his M say, you know, he just local politics. It is what it is. Well, City Councilman Eric Mays, I'm up here in Little Rock, Arkansas. You up there in Flint, Michigan. Okay. I think Eric Mays need to hook up with the 2 Justins from Tennessee. Oh, my. You know, Eric, Representative Mays, he speaks, you know, his speeches are a little different from that of our Tennessee favorites around here. Our Tennessee favorites, and let me just let you see right here.
We don't build this movement. That's the message. We don't build this movement.
So y'all say the 1, y'all think he got in trouble? He went too far? And 2, it was local politics? Honey, let's continue on with it. Let's continue on.
Council seat. So that's what we're dealing with. Can't you see what I'm saying? Do I have to break it down elementary? You want to fight with me in this field? I said,
Add-ons are all brought on all the time.
Really ain't no add-on been brought in. Ain't nobody voted and moved for no add-on. So you want me to, I don't care, Miss Fields, if you don't like my point of order. I'm going to start telling you I don't like what you do. You pissing me off with that boo. That's correct. But I got interrupted by Miss Fields. And it got to the point she went to act like my hand's threatening her. Okay. And I moved because if you hit a white woman, you're going to the penitentiary.
Now, can we get back to
I'm so tired of her boo. Just implying stuff. Just ignorant.
Councilman Mays.
And it's over.
Ooh, honey, Councilman Mays. Councilman Mays is something else. Woo. You know, this video popped up in my feed tonight, guys. Look, I have never heard this man speak. This is my first time. I said, well, I just got to go live and just play this and just do a little reaction. Because I can. You know, you don't want to watch, don't watch. Don't matter. I'm going to do what I want to do over here anyway. Because I can. Okay.
You know, remember, I'm the most racist person she ever met in her life. She must have lived a sheltered life. So I'm going to tell you this, Miss Fields. I'm going to tell you exactly where the racial thing come from since you bring it up. You say I'm the most racist guy you ever met. You said the mayor was a racist, and now you want order because we saying the R word that you
Mr. Mays, I'm giving you a warning.
Me too. I can say race, I can say black. You said it.
Enough is enough. He is abusing the authority of the chair.
Does Mr. Mays know that it's not Monica Galloway that's making a mockery of the city? It's Mr. Mays himself.
Thank you, Mr. Mays.
No, I don't know that. I think you foolishly falling asleep in me's making a mockery of it.
Oh, child, he done put her on blast. He said she falling asleep in meetings. I want to know, did y'all get the water right? Is the water right in Flint? Because I don't know. I don't live in Flint. It ain't really my business. I'm just, well, you know, I want the people of Flint to have good, healthy water. Well, he say she falling asleep in me. Oh, I done listened to this already. Honey, he putting on blast, say she falling asleep in meetings and snoring and stuff. Okay, let's continue on. Let's get back to this good commentary.
You fell asleep, you were
Councilman
snoring.
Mays, we're
Let
on
me
your
see, just
appeal.
talk about me, Ms. Galloway. Why are you interrupting me? I can use my time to respond to her. You didn't check her. You need to cut it out. Everybody looking. You think she didn't think?
Wait a minute. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? He say you didn't check her. Ooh-wee. Okay, let me get back to it, honey.
She said something slick to me with her falling asleep, snoring butt. Miss Fields, you out of order. You ain't got the flow. Okay, well, let me say this. Since you want to say I do have a flow, you talking like black folks now, yes. And if you want to laugh, here go a clown outfit for you. If you want to put this on and clown, it's ready for you. Because when you clown, I'm a double clown. This ain't going to happen under my watch. Now, it might happen under her and Monica, but it ain't going to happen under my watch. Sit there and wait your turn.
Point of information, Ms. Worthing is my colleague. She's also a council person.
That ain't a point of information. You out of order.
Could
I'm
you
gonna
say, could you
I done
please
rule you
say
out of order if you don't.
Ms.
If you keep
Worthing's
talking, this
position?
your first warning.
Oh,
You keep talking, and I'm gonna get you out of here. You think it's funny? One more time, and you gonna be really beating your heart because I'm gonna ask them to roll you out of here so we can have a meeting. You need to.
Mr. Davis, we're on an appeal.
Point of order. Point of order.
Yes.
Quit interrupting folks. We don't even know where he was going. You out of order. Let this man speak.
You
Point of order. Point of order.
What's your point? There's
You
no
can't
point of order in
interrupt.
an
It is a
appeal.
point. You can't interrupt folks
Thank you,
like you
Mr.
do.
Mays.
If you ruling, you can or can't.
Mr. Davis,
What's your
would you
ruling on the
repeat your
point of
last
order?
statement?
Point of order. Point of order.
Look, point of order, child. They clowning. They clowning in Flint, Michigan. Eric Mays, who Henny say my brother, and he was right. My brother Rio Dog and that man favor. Oh, hey, Tennessee was hey, Sarah. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Child, let's get back to this.
I ain't talking to Mr. Davis. I'm talking to you.
I have never in my life met an individual who is verbally and in other ways so professed racial hatred as Mr. Mays.
I don't know if she racist, but I know she Eric's. She Eric's Macy's, if it's such a word. And I happen to be a black man on the north side. So I don't know if she racist.
Okay, so north side of Flint. I don't know. North side of Flint. He says she Eric Macy's. Oh, that's his name, Eric. Okay, child, I gotta keep up. This man here is something else. He needs to be put up there with them local city councilmen, them two Justins out of Tennessee. I like him. I don't know. Little Rock, our city council, they boring. They don't act like this here in Little Rock. They don't do this. I'm telling y'all, we don't do this. They don't do it. No, we ain't got nobody like this. We need some young, but this here now, he's not as young as the two Justins out of Tennessee, but boy, my brother does favor him. Okay, let's finish this.
But she showed Eric Mason.
The city would have been better off removing an additional
4,000.
Miss Fields, you out of order. You out of order. This is your second warning. If you use point of order,
I appeal.
okay. If you use point of order and point of information and properly get the flow, the rules say you shall be removed. Do it again to get the flow and make a statement. Get ready. You shall be removed. So you got to understand. Did y'all look at y'all package? And Mr. Woodson, I can't even talk right because of this too. Bro, I tell you, ain't got no dinner. Did y'all see this packet?
They ain't even
You got.
paperwork.
I ain't gonna get my council people's attention because I got such a great sense of humor. They too busy laughing about my teeth. But this is real.
Did he say his teeth? You know he is. I wonder if did his teeth slip out or something? His teeth must have slipped out, allegedly. He just said they laughing at my teeth. Oh my child. And if you pay attention, I mean, I don't know if you can see, they laughing. The other council members are laughing. They're used to Councilman Eric Mays.
You don't know if the water made them look.
The water. Is the water right in Flint?
Mr. Mays aware that whenever someone else has said what some
Miss
people are
Fields,
doing,
that's not a point of information.
a
And
point of
Mr.
information.
Mays is really aware. Mr. Mays say something you want to claim. You out of
You're
order. You gonna be
categorizing
quiet. You
that
out of
we
order.
haven't said.
Hey, look,
Point of
Mr. Metcalf, y'all gotta allow me to get her the hell out of here.
Point of information.
Now this is enough. What's your point?
You gotta hear what I got to say.
You're out of order.
And you're out of order.
Raise your voice.
Miss Fields, you out of order.
sharing
Why
this
you
meeting.
messing with that chair? But 2 warnings and 3 warnings, and then you want to
Point
jump
of
in.
order.
What's your point, Miss Fields?
The point of order is you have totally lost control of this meeting. You've lost track of how many points of order. What the
I ain't lost track. Not man. Yo,
appeals
you out of
to
order.
rulings.
Shut, would you be quiet?
I'm not
I'm
out of
recognizing
order.
your point, and I'm denying your point. I ain't lost
Mr.
control.
President.
Miss
So she said you've totally lost control of this meeting. Then he said, I'm denying your point. He must be over the meeting, or maybe he's the head councilman. He's running things. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't do all of my research. I'm telling you, when I tell you this just popped in my feed, it did. Oh, but this is a good gift because I'm gonna play out. I'm gonna go through all the Eric Mays stuff. But she just said you're losing control, and then he said you're gonna be dismissed. So he must have a little power. Well, I'm sure he has some power. I think he's probably been a councilman for quite a long time. But I'm just wondering exactly how much power does he have with this local city councilman board.
Mr. President,
I
want her out of here. State your appeal.
He said he want her out of there.
You know, this is so unfortunate. Same thing. You are abusing your role as chair to continue to say point of information. I want to hear what my colleagues have to say.
Hold up.
It's only fair.
Because this is we're doing this YouTube under copyright, Act Section 107, learning and teaching. She just said you're abusing your role as chair. So he's the chairperson. Okay. No wonder he talking so much stuff. Eric Mays, if you run across this video, you need to come on here and tell us, is Flint water right for the good people of Flint, Michigan? I know some people. I think Sweet Rita is from Flint. Right?
And so far, you've interrupted Miss Fields. You've interrupted Miss Galloway. And I'm going to go even a step further, because when you tell us to shut up, it's mostly Miss Fields, Miss Worthing, and Miss Galloway. That is misogyny. We are women, and you have a problem with us speaking our voice. I don't hear you interrupt and say point of information anytime any male speaks in this room. So I will call it out for what it is. It is time that we vote as a body and come in unison to Stop this abuse.
I'm gonna give
It
you
is
a
abuse.
point of order. Personal attacks is out of order. Now you want to make a personal attack on
Wait a minute. She say it's time that we come together as a community and stop this abuse. Representative Councilman Eric Mays, they say you abusing them, Mr. Mays. She say it's time that they come together. Now look, Mr. Mays, if you gonna run with the Justins out of Tennessee, I think you might have to tone it down just a tad bit because I don't see them talking like that. Just my opinion.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm tired of Miss Fields calling me racist. I'm tired of you calling me personal names as it relates to women. I'm tired of it. It's wrong. You're out of order, but you keep doing it. Because when I start blasting your butt like I'm doing, everybody already know it's coming from y'all. See that camera up there? I like to hear you talk. Because you didn't attack me personally, talking about a misogynist or whatever that is. I don't even know what it means.
Point of order.
What's your
mocking,
point?
And you're not germane.
I'm going to mock
You're
you.
not germane
What's
to
your
the
point?
discussion.
I'm going to ask you to leave. What's your point? That I ain't germane? If you got something on this appeal you want to talk about, speak. Go ahead and speak. I'm germane on personal attacks from Miss Worthy. You think it's okay, but when I start attacking y'all personally, calling you misogynists, racists, and whiteists, and you're going to be mad. So stay off of me personally, because you don't know me. Miss Galloway.
As far as his response to allegations of him being racist.
Not that I know of. I don't think it's racist to talk about demographics. Now, what is she doing now? Call her in order over there messing with folks, please. She got the finance person fussing. Can she stay seated and pay attention? This is for her and Eva and Mr. Griggs. You said it was your turn, and we on a motion not to fuss and point your finger at me. Should I appeal your ruling to keep talking to me? Quit talking to me and do your thing. Don't threaten me. Miss Fields, bye. You do this every meeting. Bye.
Woo. Woo, he say bye. You can miss every meeting. You know, there's more of him that we will be getting into, but do I want to end it right there? I don't know. We haven't been on an hour yet. You know, I normally do a hour. I like him. I like them bad boys. Oh my goodness. Hold up. I found another one. Hold up. Y'all just I'll be right back.
Everything. Oh, we got that one. Yes. I got a feeling everything's gonna be. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
I'll end by saying this.
Against Councilman Neely and emergency.
When they expelled us, they had no idea that this.
Okay, let's listen to a little bit of this. Like I say, how many minutes I have left? We're gonna do an hour. What's that? I got about 20 minutes left. Okay. I can't see those little bitty numbers up there. So this is another video. Eric Mays, city councilman out of Flint, Michigan. Okay. Another one of my favorite local politicians. They just not making them like that here in Little Rock, child. And they got to get with it. We got to get with it. Because I'll tell you, I might move to Flint. Shit.
Process just a little bit. And that's not an attack upon you. That's not a declaration of war against Councilman Neely and the emergency manager or the state of Michigan. I'm just saying, if you ask for my input, I will give you my input. And if you don't like the input that you get from me, I can't be responsible for that. But we're just saying, I'm not disagreeing that we need a plan. We do. I'm just saying I don't agree with all points of your plan. And I would like more time to discuss it with you. That's my point, and I'm ready to vote, Mr. President, if there's no more dialogue.
Mr. Freeman had something he had been trying to say. I noticed that.
There's a motion on the floor to
Point of
postpone the
point.
resolution. Councilman Freeman, you have anything?
Okay, Mr. President. The motion that I made to postpone was for a meeting, the monthly meeting, or for a special meeting. I would also add an amendment of another option until after the public speak, if Mr. Early want to sit here and listen to the public chime in on this important issue as well. So that'll be a third option, Mr. Neely.
But right now, Mr. Mays, there's a motion on
And
the
this
floor to
amendment is
postpone.
compatible to postponement.
Right
Because
now-
rather than lose a motion to postpone, what are you hitting that for, man?
Because
I can amend my motion, man.
you can't amend it until after we vote on it.
No, you can amend it before
No,
the
someone else
vote,
can
man.
amend it, not you.
Man, look, you've been wrong on these
provide
Robert's
substitute
rules.
motion.
Now all of a sudden you want to be a parliamentarian?
Roll.
No. Point of order. You out of
Not
order.
recognized.
Point of order,
Mr.
you
is calling
freaks.
for your attention.
Roll, Madam Clerk.
Man, why y'all let him do that, Mr. Neely?
I'm not, don't drag me into it like that.
Well, you in it. You're a member of the council.
I know, but I
This
would like
ain't
to
no
offer a substitute
dictatorship.
motion.
I'm sorry?
I would like to offer a substitute motion.
You can offer a substitute motion.
A substitute
Mr.
motion to postpone this agenda item until after the public has.
Support.
It's been moved and supported.
Mr. President, there's no need to do that because it's on the it's on the agenda after
Yes,
public speakers.
Right.
You're right, correct.
So if it's voted down to postpone, then it'll just come along.
And I'm gonna tell you something. These videos, look, Flint know that they have something going on with their local councilmen. They're recording this and they're uploading it. They know that they are putting on a show. Eric Mays. Okay. Vote for Eric Mays if you in Flint, child.
Long at the regular time.
That is true, Mr. Freeman. You are correct. I withdraw my motion.
So the motion is to postpone, okay?
I didn't withdraw my support. I withdraw the support.
Did you want to withdraw the motion?
I withdraw it, but Scott,
Eric,
before we go,
I
you
wanna
need to
argue
quit
with you
doing
now.
that. If we knew, and if you the chair, quit doing that in the public.
I'm not doing anything.
You're doing a lot.
No, I'm not.
I'm ready for call for the question. You're doing a lot.
The maker of the motion has withdrawn his motion, and we will continue with the council meeting. Minutes of the previous meeting are on file.
Mr. President, point of order, it was a motion on the floor to postpone. I thought he just I didn't withdraw I withdrew the support for the substitute motion.
Is your motion to postpone, Mr. Mays?
Yes.
Roll, Madam Clerk, to postpone.
Mr. Mays,
Yes.
Ms. Poplar,
No.
Mr. Nolden, Mr. Freeman, Mr. Davis,
Taking a vote right now, guys.
Yes.
Ms. Galloway,
Yes.
Wait, you forgot Mr. Neely.
I'm sorry, Mr. Neely,
Yes.
Ms. Galloway,
Yes.
Ms. Van Buren,
No.
Mr. Kincaid.
No.
The motion fails. It's, the
No,
vote
we haven't
is,
taken, just so my colleagues in the audience knows, we haven't taken any action on this resolution at this time. It'll appear back on the agenda
Mr.
later on after the public speakers this evening. Okay. Minutes of the previous meeting are on file. What is your pleasure?
Use your motion, Mr. President.
Is there support? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? They are so ordered. Are there any other petitions or unofficial communications, Madam Clerk?
no, Mr. President.
Are there any other communications from the mayor or other city officials, Madam Clerk?
No, not at this time.
Okay, there are no appointments on this
You have to
evening.
pick him up, Patricia.
Now's the time set aside for members of the audience to address the city council.
Mr. President.
Pursuant to Public Act or Council Rule. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. We have committee reports. It's not written on my agenda, but we do have committee reports. Our first committee report would be public safety. Councilperson Van Buren.
I have no report at this time, other than we will be meeting in a couple weeks in April.
Okay, thank you. Our next committee report is the Finance Committee.
Nothing new to report. We do have an actionable item that's on the agenda tonight, which deals with our mission /
You know, you're right, A. Daniels. This is how we learn. I have always been into politics, local and Washington, national, or whatever you want to call it. It's just something that I'm into, and social justice, and it's not always the most popular thing, but it's something that I'm going to continue to do because I'm doing it because it's something I believe in and I want to do it. So it's not for clicks and views, as you can see with 26 people in here. It is what it is. Okay. Let's get back to it, honey, because I can't stop, won't stop. Okay.
vision statement and our priorities as we see them out of the committee for the upcoming budget process. So we'll be acting on that tonight.
Thank you,
But nothing other than that.
Thank you, Councilman Freeman. Legislative report, Councilman Neely.
Yeah, there were no action items moved to the full body. We only had 3 discussion items. Our business ordinance report, medical marijuana, and the vicious dog ordinance. All were postponed in order to gather more information so we can make a better and informed decision as we move forward.
Point of information, Mr. President.
In a moment, I'm not recognizing you yet. We're going through committee reports.
That was relevant to the committee I'm on. I thought we did have an actionable item that we voted on and moved to first reading.
No, not for tonight,
But we did vote to move it to first reading.
but not for tonight.
Okay.
Councilperson Davis. On report on planning and development.
Yeah, no, only thing that we spoke about was some that one of the residents spoke about in trying to place something in the budget for community and also demolition of commercial property, and that was about it.
Okay, thank you. In our last.
Well, what I mean by community is about getting the grass cut, putting money into the budget so that we can get the grass cut, so that we don't suffer through the things that we suffered from last summer, because unfortunately that was not placed in the budget. Also, demolition for commercial was not placed in the budget either. So we discussed on trying to find a way to get that placed into the budget. So,
All right, thank you. In our last committee reports from Councilperson Poplar.
Thank you, Mr. President. I represent Public Works Committee, and I do have a couple of things here. We discussed potholes and the status of additional state funding. The city of Flint received $530,000. These are restricted funds that can only be applied to the winter maintenance activities prior to June the 30th per MDOT. And this money will allow us to address the potholes that are in our city and the craters. The major streets will be done first, and they will divide the city into, it's like a 3-quadrant where they're going to work from the majors, and then they're going to attack the residential streets. The city of Flint will utilize this one-time payment to fund to get all of the potholes repaired and do the winter activities to offset the maintenance expenses. And like I said, we will focus on the major streets first. We discussed, and that is the plan for the potholes. We discussed trees in the city of Flint, and there will be a group that will be taking inventory of the city trees and bring the findings to the administration determine what we will do in the community with the money that we have in our community.
Okay, okay. Thank you to my local reporters out there in the YouTube streets. Thank you, Kizzy. So it has come to my attention. Oh, and this just breaks my heart. I like this man. You know, I tend to like the Daredevils. All right, look at here. Maze gets, can y'all see this? Let me make sure y'all can see this. Hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me see. Well, I'm trying to pull this up, guys, so y'all can see it. She has everything in order. Flint got a lot of problems. Yeah. Okay, is this what I'm looking for? Okay, can y'all see this? There it goes. Mays gets the boot as Flint City Councilman President after 5 months on the job. Oh my, he just did a little too much. Is Mike in here? Hold on, let me drop the link for Mike. Hold on. Let me drop the link. You know, he from Detroit. I'm gonna do some reporting on Detroit. Let me drop the link. Okay, there you go, bro. So Flint City Councilman Eric Mays, who represents the First Ward, raises his hand during a Flint City Council swearing-in ceremony on Monday, November the 8th, 2021 at Flint City Council Hall. The story has been updated to correct which ward councilman. Okay, Michael is here. Hold on. What's up, bro?
Hey, what up, Phil? How you doing? You all right?
Boy, you stupid. What do you think about the? Have you ever heard of this Councilman Eric Mays out of Flint?
Yes, I have.
Have you?
Yes, I have. He's on our news every day.
He's a daredevil.
You know, he just keep it real and tell it like it is, and he know what that does. It makes it more theatrical. We pay attention to him. You know, Detroit, Michigan, period. We're that type of city where we're in your face and, you know, we make it comical. You know, people love going to the city council meetings because of things like that.
Now, you all had a mayor of Detroit that was ousted for having a girlfriend. What was his name?
Kwame Kilpatrick.
And you're not a fan of his, are you?
You know, I'm not. You know, his mother is killing Kilpatrick. She was she was in the House of Representatives. Was she a senator? She was something. His mother was a big politician too before him. But no, I'm not a fan of his. Matter of fact, I got a strike on my channel for talking about him.
You know, I wish I would have known because we would have fought that strike and beat it.
Yeah, I asked the guy. I don't even know if the guy might have took it off. How would I have known that the guy took it off? Because I did reach out to him.
You go into your YouTube studio and you'll see if the strike is gone.
Well, it must be gone because I got another strike since then. You know, bitches just strike me all day, every day. Excuse my friend.
Well, we know how to fight them strikes. There is some noise coming from somewhere. Do you hear that noise?
I don't hear no. I don't hear any noise.
I think it's coming on your end somehow.
No, I was drinking. I was shaking my ice.
No, it's a different type of noise, but I don't know. Can you all hear that noise in the chat? Put a 1 if you hear some noise.
Sis, you've been nipping in the before you came on here because you hearing things.
No, they say yes. They hear the noise. I'm serious. It's like a bunch of static. See, they putting a 1. They hear
Look,
it.
I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna drop down and come back up.
Okay. And there went the noise. It was on him. Okay, what were we looking at? I was reading this. It was just saying that Flint, Michigan, Eric Mays' term as president of the city council has ended after 5 raucous months. Eric Mays, you was president, you should have. Mays, the city council's longest serving member, was removed from the position in a 6-0 vote. That means nobody voted to save you. Early Tuesday, April 12th, with 6th Ward Councilwoman Tanya Burns abstaining from the vote, and Mays and 5th Ward Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter absent from the vote. Oh, my. He lost the confidence of his co-workers. Despite the removal, Mays remains a member of the council representing the city's 1st ward. I wonder if Henny's in that ward. We cannot move. I wonder if Sweet Rita's in that ward. We cannot move this city forward as long as we got this man as the president of city council. I think Michael's back. Hold on. I heard a... Okay. Okay, bro.
Hey, how you doing? You all right? Do you hear that static now?
Yes. I don't know. How are you holding your phone? Maybe hold your phone different.
I'm not holding it anyway. You know what? This is just a sign that we don't need to be on any damn panels together anywhere.
I don't know why it's doing that. But you know what I want you to do? I want you to go back and then you watch the video and you'll hear it. It's when you talk. When you're not talking, but when you talk, the static starts to come in. But it's okay. Go ahead and say what you want to say, bro.
No, you think that's just the vibration in my deep voice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sitting here watching the game and okay, they lose by 10, but that's all right. You know, Jordan Poole.
Wait a minute. Wait, because Tommy's up to watch the game. I'm about to go join him. Who's winning right now? Because he's for Golden State. I know my good friend Miss Lorraine is for the Lakers. Who's winning, bro? Michael? Y'all know what? It's not acting right. I don't know why he can have folks on his panel. It's just a sign. And let me say this to Chubbs. Honey, I think I've been replaced as the dynamic duo because I am truly not a roaster. I could never. You my little sis. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this because having too many technical difficulties. Thank you all for joining me. We will continue to follow and watch City Councilman Eric Mays out of Flint because I can. Okay. What you going to do about it?